Okay, let's start with the basics. What even is a modal verb?
Good question. A modal verb is a helper verb. It sits before another verb and changes its meaning. It tells us about possibility, ability, permission, obligation, or politeness.
And would, could, and should are three of the most important modals in English.
They are. And learners sometimes avoid them because they seem complicated. They seem like grammar rules, but they are not rules. They are tools. Tools for expressing yourself more naturally, more precisely, more like a real person.
Exactly. So today we look at each one, what it means, how it works, when to use it, and how it sounds in real conversation.
Let's start with could.
Could, the past tense of can. But actually, could does so much more than just the past.
So much more. Let's go through it.
First meaning of could, ability in the past, when you were able to do something before.
When I was younger, I could run very fast. In the past, I had that ability. I was able to do it.
I could speak 3 languages by the age of 12. That was my ability then.
My mom couldn't sleep last night. She was not able to sleep. Couldn't, could not. Very common in conversation.
And listener, pause for just 1 second. Think of one thing you could do as a child that you cannot do now, or something you couldn't do then that you can do today. Hold that, because that is exactly the feeling of could.
Could in the past. Was able to. Simple and real.
Second meaning of could, possibility, when something is possible right now or in the future.
It could rain later. Not certain, but possible.
That could be the answer.
She could be at home. Maybe she is. Maybe she isn't. Could means maybe. Could gives us space, uncertainty, the feeling of, I'm not sure, but it's possible.
Third meaning, and this one you will use every single day. Could for polite requests.
Okay, small scenario. You are at dinner, an important dinner. First time meeting someone's parents.
High stakes.
Very. And you want more bread. You have 3 options. Option 1.
Give me the bread.
No, you will not be invited back.
Option 2. I must have the bread.
Now they think you have a bread emergency.
A bread emergency. Option 3. Could I have a little more bread, please?
You get the bread. You get invited back. You get asked about your life. That is could. One word is the difference between a command and a request, between demanding and asking. Could I? 2 words, and suddenly you sound warm, polite, like a real person.
And you can use it everywhere. Could you help me with this? Could I sit here? Could I ask you something? Could I leave a little early today?
Could make space for the other person to say yes or no. No pressure. Just could.
Fourth meaning, could for suggestions, giving ideas, keeping things open.
You could try calling her. That is a suggestion, not a command, not strong advice, just an idea, a possibility you are offering.
We could go to the Italian place tonight.
He could take a different route.
And here is a nice way to feel could in your body. Could for suggestions is a shrug, an open hand. It does not push, it does not pull, it just offers. Take it or leave it.
That is the feeling. And now you have it.
Now let's move to would.
Would. Possibly the most versatile of the 3.
It really is. Would does so many things, and it sounds natural every time.
First meaning. Would for imagined situations. Conditionals. The if world.
If I had more time, I would travel more. I don't have more time right now, but in that imagined world, I would.
If she studied harder, she would pass the exam.
And here is one for you, listener. What would you do if you won the lottery?
Actually, think about it for 1 second. I would travel to. I would buy. I would finally.
Whatever you just thought, that sentence you built in your head, that was would. Your imagination in English, using the conditional naturally.
Would is the grammar of daydreams, of if, of the life you imagine. Second meaning. Would for polite requests. Even more formal than could, sometimes.
Would you mind opening the window? Very polite, very considered.
Would you like some tea? Warm. An offer.
Would you be able to help me with something? Professional and kind.
Would makes you sound thoughtful, like you are aware the other person has a choice.
Third meaning of would, and this one is my favorite, honestly.
Which one?
Habits in the past, repeated things, the life you used to have.
Oh, this one is warm.
It really is. So, when I was young, every Sunday morning, without fail, my dad would make pancakes. Every single Sunday. That was our thing.
Oh, that is lovely.
And I haven't thought about that in years, but the moment I say would, it comes back. We would sit at the kitchen table. He would put too much syrup on everything.
Too much syrup is the right amount.
Exactly. And that is what would does here. It doesn't just describe the past. It carries the feeling of it, the warmth, the repetition, that was just how things were.
And listener, pause for 1 second. Think of something from your childhood, something that happened again and again, a place you would go, something your family would do, a person who would always be there.
Hold that memory, because that sentence you just thought, that is would. Every week we would. Every summer we would. My grandmother would always.
That is the feeling. And now you will never forget it.
Would here works almost like used to. I used to go. We would go. Same warmth, same looking back.
Fourth meaning. Would for things we expect or predict. That would be Kai at the door. I hear a knock. I expect it is him. I predict it.
She would say that, wouldn't she? I expected her to say it. Of course she did. It would take about an hour to get there. My estimate, my expectation.
Would gives prediction a softer feel. Not certain, but expected.
And now, should.
Should. Possibly the most honest of the three.
Yes, should has weight. It carries conscience.
First meaning. Should is for advice and recommendations.
You should see a doctor about that. I am advising you. I think it is the right thing.
She should get more sleep. She needs it.
You should try that restaurant. It is so good. Not a gentle could, a should. You really should.
Guys, think of a friend right now. Someone in your life who needs a little advice. What would you tell them?
That sentence you just thought? It probably started with should.
You should talk to them. You should rest. You should stop worrying about that.
Should is how we speak to people we care about. Gently. Honestly. This is right. This is good.
And the negative, you shouldn't worry so much. He shouldn't have said that. Shouldn't. Should not. Very natural in speech.
Second meaning, expectation. When something is supposed to happen.
The package should arrive tomorrow. I expect it. It is scheduled.
She should be here by now. I expected her earlier. Something might be wrong.
Notice that should can carry a little worry. She should be here by now. Where is she? The gap between expectation and reality. Should can feel that gap.
Third meaning, obligation. Softer than must, but still a sense of what is right.
You should call your mother. It is the right thing. Expected. Not as strong as you must call, but it carries moral weight.
Students should submit their work on time.
And this is where should is different from could and would. Could is light, an open hand. Should is a gentle finger pointing at what is right.
Now, the perfect form, should have. And this one is emotional.
Before we explain the grammar, I want you, friends, to think of something first.
Think of something you didn't do, something you wish you had done differently. Maybe you didn't apologize when you should have. Maybe you didn't call someone back. Maybe you said something and immediately knew that was wrong.
Everyone has at least one.
That feeling, that replay in your head, usually at night, usually when you are trying to sleep.
The 3 a.m. brain.
The 3 a.m. brain. That feeling has a name in English.
Should have.
Should have. I should have called her. I should have left earlier. I should have said something different. The grammar is simple. Should, have, and then the past participle. But the feeling behind it, you already know that feeling completely.
And that is what makes should have so powerful. Because the moment you learn it, you realize you have been feeling it your whole life. You just didn't have the words.
And the negative, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have waited so long. Same structure, same regret. Looking back at a moment and seeing it clearly now.
Should have is always the past. Always a door that closed. Always, I wish it had been different.
But here is the good news. Every should have is also a lesson. So, in a way, even the regrets are useful.
I have an idea. Let's look at the perfect forms together. Because could have, would have, and should have are three very different feelings.
Should have. We just felt that one. Regret. The right thing that didn't happen.
Could have is different. Could have means it was possible, but it didn't happen.
I could have gone to the party. I had the ability. It was possible, but I chose not to. Or something stopped me.
She could have been a doctor. The potential was there, but she chose a different path. Could have is about potential that wasn't used.
And would have. That is the conditional past, the imagined past.
If I had known, I would have come sooner. But I didn't know, so I didn't come. The condition wasn't met. The result didn't happen.
She would have loved this place. She never came here. But I know her. She would have loved it.
So, 3 feelings, 3 forms. Would have, the condition wasn't met. Could have, the possibility wasn't used. Should have, the right thing wasn't done.
Say them again slowly with us.
Would have.
Could have.
Should have.
Beautiful. Now the part you love, Lila.
The game?
Yes. I will say a sentence using a longer or more formal phrase. You, and the listener, find the natural modal replacement. Ready?
Ready.
It is possible that he is still at work.
He could still be at work.
I advise you to drink more water.
You should drink more water.
If I were taller, I imagine I would play basketball.
If I were taller, I would play basketball.
In my childhood, every Sunday, we ate lunch together as a family. This was a repeated habit.
Every Sunday, we would have lunch together as a family.
It was not possible for me to sleep last night.
I couldn't sleep last night. Easy.
Now a tricky one. I did not apologize, and I regret that now.
I should have apologized?
Yes, you got there.
I knew it. I was just checking you were paying attention.
Of course you were. And everyone, see how naturally the modals replace other words? Every time they sound better, more real, more like a conversation. And now, stay with us for this part, because this is where everything clicks. You're about to hear would, could, and should in one real conversation. exactly the way you'll hear them outside this podcast.
Kai, can I ask you something?
Of course. What is it?
You know that friend I mentioned? The one I haven't spoken to in 2 years?
Yes, the one you are seeing next weekend.
Right. I'm not sure what to do. Should I bring something when I visit? Like a gift?
Oh, I think you should, yes. It would be a nice gesture after so long. Something small.
What could I bring, do you think?
You could bring something to eat, nice chocolates, or something from a bakery. That would feel personal, but not too much.
That is a good idea. I was thinking I could also suggest a walk. Something we could do together.
Yes, you should suggest something active. It would make the conversation easier, I think. Moving around, you know.
That is true. And should I mention that I am sorry we lost touch? Is that too much?
No, you should say something, but you could keep it light. You don't have to make it a big moment. You could just say something like, I should have stayed in touch better, honestly. Just once. Simply.
And then move on.
Exactly. You wouldn't want to dwell on it.
No, you're right.
It is going to be lovely. You should look forward to it.
I should, shouldn't I?
You really should.
And did everyone catch all the modals in that conversation?
17. In one completely natural conversation about a real situation.
And none of them felt forced.
Because they weren't. Would, could, should. That is just how we talk, how we give advice, how we imagine things, how we offer ideas, how we speak to each other with care.
Here is the simplest way to remember all three. Could is possibility and softness, the open hand, things that might be, gentle requests.
Would is imagination and warmth, the if world, the past you remember fondly, the polite offer.
Should is conscience, the right thing, the honest advice, the regret that teaches you.
And all three, with have, look back at the past. Could have, potential not used. Would have, the condition not met. Should have, the right thing not done.
You now have all of that in one episode.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. Before we go, if this episode helped you feel would, could, and should in a new way, please like this video. Subscribe to Word Nerds.
Share it with one English learner in your life, and leave us a comment below.
Use one of today's 3 words in a sentence about your life right now. Anything. We read every single one.
Everyone, thank you for being here. Thank you for learning.
Keep going. Keep growing.
See you in the next episode.
Until then.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.